Hey guys, so welcome back to the channel, and today I want to show you guys an easy way to hedge your positions if you are going in on very risky companies that are based a lot around hype and not around the technicals of an actual company or around the value of the asset underlying. So for example, if you're investing on a company such as Workhorse, such as SHLL, such as Nikola, Tesla, any of these companies, they have an underlying value. However, with all the hype around these type of electric vehicles and around all these new companies that are coming out, a lot of them don't even have a product release that they are selling yet on the market. However, they are still able to come up to around valuations of 60, 70, even $80 if the stock has enough hype around it. And what this means is that as a trader, you are in a very precarious position if you do put your account on this type of play, because there's no guarantee that the actual value of the underlying company or asset is going to make sure that your $40, $50 investment on that stock is going to hold its value here. So one way that you can actually hedge your position is through ETFs. Now, if you've seen my channel for a long time, you know that I always hedge my positions, regardless of whether or not I am 100% sure that a stock is going to go one way or another. I always try to hedge my positions to some extent and never put my whole account on one play. However, I know that a lot of people don't trade in the same way and like to have a lot more risk than reward. Well, this is a good solution for those people. Now, the global and lithium battery tech ETF, you can see that it is a very, very strong ETF here. If you did hold it 5 years ago, you're potentially up triple your investment here, almost 230% in the last 5 years. And that's actually because a lot of these companies are seen as a solution to the renewable energy problem that we are seeing worldwide. And with global emissions rising and environmental change becoming more and more of an issue every single year, there's a lot of people who are looking at ETFs like this and realizing that there is a very, very strong opportunity for this to be continuing to grow. Now, if we do look at the maximum price here, it was around $40 in December of 2017. However, after the economic downturn, the stock ran down almost to its 2017 or 2016 price of around $25 here, $20. So yeah, it was a good price back then, but now you have to consider whether or not it is a good investment now. And to those people, I would say yes, because of the fact that there is so much hype around these electric car companies. Even if the car companies are hydrogen based, such as with SHLL or such as with Workhorse, I do think that the global and lithium battery tech ETF will continue growing as a result because of how close the two industries are intertwined as far as vehicles and renewable energy vehicles in the future here, especially with companies such as Tesla running up over the $1,400 mark here in the last week. We are going to see ETFs like this start to explode into the upwards direction. You can see that the same day that Tesla crossed the $1,000 mark, the ETF jumped over 3 to 5% in a single day. So this shows that there is a lot of potential for this to grow and a lot of room for this to continue running upwards if in fact these electric car companies or these other renewable energy car companies are able to continue making waves in the market here. Now, a lot of the time, and in my other videos on Nikola, Workhorse, etc., I have said be very careful because these companies are due for a pullback. Now, a lot of the time, like I've explained previously, the value of the asset is not the same as the hype wants to believe. So you kind of have to be careful on whether or not you're coming in at a good time, a bad time, and as always, you have to try to hedge your position like I was saying earlier. So yeah, guys, this is a really good way by looking at ETFs. And for example, a lot of people ask me, do I think American Airlines is going up or down or what? Well, you don't necessarily have to play American Airlines. You can just see the general direction of the day and, for example, take a look at a ETF such as the Jets ETF, which today and in the last week is very, very red as a result of what's been happening with these airline companies and the way they are selling off in the last week. You can see that I had a very, very, very long call out for around $35, and unfortunately it's lost its whole value here. I bought this a long, long time ago when they were near to the $30 range. However, I did not make any money on that. and I was using it as a way to hedge my short position on American Airlines, which I did gain money on. So that's essentially what I'm trying to tell you guys here. I only lost $35 on that leg of the trade. However, on my American Airlines, I was able to gain substantially more as a result of the fact that I was hedged. I wasn't at full risk of losing all my money, and instead was only at a partial risk of making a bad trade and simply pulling out when I saw that it wasn't the right decision here. So yeah, guys, as always, if you're playing these risky companies, Workhorse, SHLL, Tesla, NKLA, etc., don't forget to always hedge yourself, and a good way is through these ETFs, especially ETFs that are growing on their own, regardless of the individual direction of a lot of these companies. This ETF continues to grow. It does kind of follow Tesla's daily movements. However, it is not a carbon copy of what's happening with Tesla, because there are a lot of other companies involved in this market and involved with this kind of ETF. So yeah, guys, just keep a close eye out. I feel that this is a very, very strong ETF. If you want to invest into it and hold for the future and for around 1 or 2 years time, till maybe the buzz passes or we do see whether or not battery powered cars is the future of this automobile industry here. So yeah, guys, just keep a close eye out on these ETFs. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe the video, and put your plays in the comments down below.